Okay, so anyhow, it's anything goes summer. I realize some people don't just want to talk about Bernie and Hillary, and that's fine with me. In fact, Dave in central Nebraska, I think you wanted to get back to the Dallas sniper. Dave, what's on your mind today? Dave, you're on the air.
I'm here. I had to get away from the noisy engine.
Okay.
I never disagree with you, but yesterday he made kind of a blanket statement about the sniper that had killed the cops, and what difference did it make whether he was shot by one of the policemen during a firefight or he was blown up by a bot.
Actually, I said, what's the difference between being shot by a sniper and being blown up by the bomb?
Yeah. And either way, well, the way I see it, the threat was contained. They were talking through the robot,
right.
And I just think if you had the sophistication to have a robot there, I would think he would be able to deliver a non-lethal alternative to blowing him up.
It's not inconceivable, Dave, that they could have gone in there with that robot attached to a gas bomb rather than an explosion bomb that had some sort of disabling or crippling gas or even tear gas. The problem is that they were dealing with a guy who was a professional sniper. He had been trained by the U.S. Army. He had served in Afghanistan. You can thank George W. Bush for that. And he clearly, had some mental problems. He was discharged from the Army for stealing women's underwear and for, harassing and threatening women and other things. And it's easy, as Dallas Police Chief Brown pointed out yesterday, it's easy for us to sit in our armchairs and say, well, this is how it should have been done. But when you've got a guy out there who has just shot 12 of your people and killed 5 of them, that in and of itself is astonishing. I mean, this guy was a genuinely competent marksman and sniper. He was a trained, efficient, competent killer. And when you've got a situation like that, I'm going to defer to the Dallas police on this, frankly. I am concerned about a future country where police are using bombs to kill people. I get that. But I think that this was probably a very exceptional situation. It's not usual that you get, somebody with that level of competence, going up against an entire police department and shooting 12 people. And by the way, the cops that he was shooting, the police were interspersed into the many of the police were interspersed into the protesters. They were protecting some of them, most of them, protecting the protesters. This wasn't the kind of conflict that you saw in New Orleans, with the iconic photo of that extraordinary woman who we now know, by the way, her name, I have it here someplace. But anyway, this is not, that kind of situation. This was a, and so this guy was really good to just pick off the cops and not kill any of the, good at shooting, not good, but you understand what I'm saying.
I really think the man's color had a lot to do with his death. I don't think a black man can kill a white cop and go to trial. He must die.
Okay, let me chew on that one for a little bit. I am still inclined to think that even if this had been a white guy, they would have done everything they could to just stop him dead. But, your point is well taken, given history. Thank you.
You're listening to Thom Hartmann.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.